guys, welcome to a new episode of Fafnir Fab and Racing, and we are doing some actual fabrication this time.
Flashback.
Excuse me. Are you saying hi to the camera? Down boy. Come on.
Sponsored by Harbor Freight or Hercules or any of this, but this thing's awesome. It goes from chop saw to small tabletop bandsaw in just a couple minutes. I think it's sweet. Get you one.
End of flashback.
Working on the front J or on the upper J arms and the front mount for it. I've got 4 plates cut out that have the hole drilled for the bolt, so getting those mocked up and trying to figure out some bracing. So I'll take you in right there. Something I learned recently from watching some fabrication videos, a little tip is taking like a little tin can, soda can, beer can, or in my case, a Black Rifle coffee can, and putting it in between your mounting surfaces so that you have not a massive gap, but a thin enough gap to where everything slides into place without having to wedge it or force it. Which is a really good tip, because that little thin piece of aluminum, tin, whatever, is just thin enough to where like it's a perfect gap. So I'm gonna measure this up so I can get some bracing ideas and whatnot going. So I'm gonna bring you guys in close for this one. But that was a tight seal. So, as you can see, I have the two braces for front and back side of the J-arm mounts. But apparently the back side, I'm gonna have to trim off some. See if I can get it. See if I can get it in camera for you. Okay. See, where's my hand? There we go. This is the front lower A-arm mount, the front cross member, and it runs up right there on the frame. And as you can see, that's where that sits, and it contours right up against there. So I'm gonna have to shorten that inside bracket, or maybe flip it around and have the long side going forward on the frame, because there is room for it, but it runs into the radiator, so I might just cut it down. I need to build up on it anyway. I'm not welding it to the frame today. I'm just trying to weld it, get it together and in shape. So let's get back to it. Having a sinus infection while working in the shop, not fun. As I said, I'm gonna have to cut it off, cut this piece off for the back side. So, I'm gonna go do that.
The next day.
it's been a while since I've been back out in the shop, but before I stopped coming out to the shop for a little bit, my motivation had dropped and whatnot. It was not in a good place. But before that happened, I was able to get the front mounts finished. Not welded onto the frame, but finished. Well, mostly finished. They are ready to actually get welded on with the back plate. So it's nice and strong. And then I have these little pieces that are going to end up being welded here. And they're going to weld to the frame down here and weld up here to the uprights for added strength. And yes, I can hear everybody complaining in the comments right now about my welding table setup, how there was stuff nearby that could catch on fire, like for instance my acetone rag and the acetone itself. I know that was poor table management on my part, and I would really like to get a better welding table. That's what this cart that I'm trying to get going is all about. But just as I said, my motivation had dropped. But I'm gonna start labeling these like part 1, part 2, part 3 of the whole truck project, because they're all gonna start getting jumbled if I don't. But that's it for this video. Keep a lookout for more, because I'm gonna be starting to work on this again, because motivation is back and I'm feeling much better.